The Garden State, known for many things. The Sopranos, calm and pleasant drivers, tomatoes, pork roll, this thing, and we have our fair share of celebrities from New Jersey as well. Bruce Willis, John Travolta, and Meryl Streep. What about athletes? Sure, New Jersey's put out some famous ones like Mike Trout, Carly Lloyd, Franco Harris, Joe Theisman. On this episode of Destination Anywhere, we're going to take a look at 6 athletes you might not know have New Jersey ties. To qualify for this list, athletes just have to have been born in the Garden State or spent some of their upbringing here. With that said, let's get it in gear. First up on our list, one of the greatest rebounders in NBA history, Dennis Rodman. Nicknamed the Worm, Rodman was part of 5 NBA championship teams while also leading the league in rebounding 7 times. Becoming famous as part of the Detroit Pistons Bad Boys teams, Rodman later garnered lots of media attention for his off-court behavior and recently as a pal to North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. What most people don't know is that he was actually born in New Jersey's capital city of Trenton in 1961. Rodman didn't live in Trenton long as his family relocated to Dallas, Texas during his early childhood. Next on our list is none other than middleweight boxing champion Marvelous Marvin Hagler. One of the greatest pound-for-pound boxers of all time, Hagler dominated the ring in the 1980s, holding his belt for most of the decade before losing it in controversial fashion to Sugar Ray Leonard in 1987. While Hagler learned the fight game in Brockton, Massachusetts, that wasn't his first home. Born in Newark in 1954, Hagler would make it to his teenage years in this city until his family left after the 1967 Newark riots. Without a geography-inspired nickname like fellow boxers Jersey Joe Walcott and the Bayonne Bleeder Chuck Wepner, Hagler's start as a Jersey boy might fly under the radar for some. If you watched baseball in the late 80s, it would be impossible not to remember the LA Dodgers ace Orel Hershiser. Nicknamed the Bulldog, Hershiser had one of the greatest years ever by a pitcher in 1988, when he won the Cy Young Award, the World Series MVP, and set a major league record pitching 59 straight innings without giving up a run, all while leading the Dodgers to an improbable World Series win. While Hershiser lived in various places, it was his high school years at Cherry Hill East where he first showed signs of future pitching success when he earned all-conference honors in 1976. Our next entrant wasn't born in New Jersey, but grew up and attended high school in the Garden State. 9-time Olympic gold medalist Carl Lewis was born in Birmingham, Alabama, but moved to Willingboro, New Jersey before turning 10. Besides being a star at Willingboro High, Lewis would go on to compete and win gold as a sprinter or long jumper in every Summer Olympics from 1984 through 1996. As one of the most decorated Olympic athletes ever, he's arguably the most accomplished New Jersey athlete of all time. Just don't ask him to sing the Star-Spangled Banner.
See, and the Rockets, red flag. I'll make up for it now.
Next up, if you're a baseball fan in the New York area, chances are you know by now that our next entrant was born in the Garden State. New York Yankees shortstop and 5-time World Series champion Derek Jeter was actually born in Pequannock Township, New Jersey, before his family took up residence in Kalamazoo, Michigan just shy of his 5th birthday. While he didn't call the Garden State home for long, eventually the captain would return to the metropolitan area and become one of the most famous Yankees in Bronx Bombers history. A 14-time All-Star, Jeter compiled more hits than any Yankee in history and was the face of the franchise for nearly 2 decades. Before we get to the 6th athlete on our list, how about a couple honorable mentions? Before becoming an NBA champion and 6-time All-Star, Brooklyn Nets guard Kyrie Irving played high school ball in Montclair and Elizabeth. After high school, Irving stopped at Duke for a year before heading straight to the NBA. 1998 Olympic gold medal winning figure skater Tara Lipinski laced up her first pair of skates in New Jersey, growing up in Washington Township of Gloucester County. Although her family moved to Texas when Lipinski was 10, she reportedly still has family in the area that she visits from time to time. Well, we've saved the biggest athlete for last as we round out our list with the 7-foot 1-inch Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq's full list of accolades is too long for this spot, but the short list includes being a 4-time NBA champion, 15-time All-Star, and 3-time NBA Finals MVP. Shaq picked up his first basketball in Newark and was known to frequent the Boys and Girls Club of America there. By high school, O'Neal's family had moved to Texas where he would help his team win a state championship before heading to LSU for college and eventually the NBA for a 20-year career. Shaq's business in Newark isn't quite done yet as he recently collaborated with a New Brunswick-based building firm to open the first residential high-rise building built in Newark since 1962 called 50 Rector Park. Well, that's all for this list. Don't forget to subscribe to the Mickey Shuffle for more history, sports, and travel-related content. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter.